Hello everyone, this is my Africa show and we're back with another topic, another episode. Today we'll be talking about Pan Africanism. So Pan Africanism is one of the things that we started to talk about and really share ideas nowadays. It's being really familiar in our daily lives. So I'll try to really explain Pan Africanism in one of the different terms, and one of those are economically and politically. I'll just try to touch the two of it. So economically, Pan-Africanism means being able to be economically dependent. It's in call for all Africans that live here in the African continent or abroad to come and pull out their resources. It can be their time, their money, their education, anything they call as a resource, to pull it out and invest it in Africa to make Africa economically strong and independent, at the same time competent. So that's what Pan-Africanism means in terms of economy. The other one is Pan-Africanism, when we try to define it in terms of political, is it's being able to be led by a leader that is elected in a democratic way, and at the same time being free from any external foreign powers, or basically colonialism or any colonialists. So being free from that is one of the reasons or one of the ways we can explain Pan-Africanism politically. It means exercising our political rights and freedom. So there are also other things that we can define Pan-Africanism. You can define it in our social interactions, at the same time in our culture, and so on. So from this above explanation, we can sum up that Pan-Africanism means it's a sense of brotherhood, and at the same time it means that all African descents, that means Africans and people that are Africans, should work through or should work for a common interest and be united, because in order to achieve that interest, they should be united. So that's the basic concept of Pan-Africanism. And as a Pan-Africanist, and basically as the concept of Pan-Africanism can be represented in basic three colors, which are red, black, and green. So red is basically, as the color implies itself, it's the sacrifice that has been paid for Africa. As when it comes to black, it represents the nation that exists in that continent, whereas green basically represents the natural resources and the nature gift that we have as Africans. So these basic three colors represent Pan-Africanism. So this is the academic definition of Pan-Africanism. But for me, being Pan-Africanism is a sense of awareness, a sense that comes through awareness, and that awareness basically creates belongingness, feeling of a part of, that we are valued and part of the society. You know, it's not few leaders that run our country, it's us. It's also our voices that really matters. So Pan-Africanism for me is a sense, it's a sense that comes through self-awareness. So through that sense of awareness, we feel that belongingness and create this common goal that we all will work towards to, which makes us eventually united. As I have explained what Pan-Africanism means, I hope you guys explain or try to elaborate what Pan-Africanism means to you guys. What is the first thing that came into your mind when you heard about Pan-Africanism? So what makes Pan-Africanism Pan-Africanism is our daily lifestyle, right? So what is the lifestyle that we have as an Africans? What kind of lifestyle do we have? That really determines what Pan-Africanism is. So our lifestyle, it might be through the food that we eat, it can be through the dresses that we wear, to the clothes that we use. It can be anything, because it's a daily lifestyle. As long as we live, we have this ability to do that. So I want to start with fashion, because fashion is everything somehow. We basically don't really understand fashion. So I really want to start lifestyle from fashion. So fashion is clothing, and most of African clothings are bright color, have different patterns, and have their own meaning. So colors have their own effect on people. Most people really don't understand that. So let me just give you some few examples. For example, blue is a sign of love and harmony. When it comes to yellow, it's a sign of rich and wealth, for like when it comes to the African context. Okay, I don't want you guys to lose that concept. So when we come to other colors like purple, it's a sign of femininity. So every colors, they're not just colors, they say something about who we are. It's a way that we can tell about someone's character, identity, and even personality. And even when we come to Ethiopia, northern part of Ethiopia, the hairdo and the styles that women basically wear says a lot about their status, whether they're married or not, and even what kind of man they're married to. That really shows through, we can tell from the way they wore their clothes, they wore their jewelries, and at the same time, what kind of hairdo they are done with. The other thing is tourism. So tourism is basically something that we think it's for foreigners. We basically don't think about touring because we think it's something very luxurious, it costs us too much. But when we really simplify it, if we really want it, we can really make time for it. We can really do it, because even if touring is a bit expensive, we can start from our community. We can start from our city. There's a lot of places that we haven't seen yet, even in our own environment. So touring is not only abroad, it can be there where we are. We can start from that. That's the basic thing. So I personally have places that I really recommend for anyone to, if you guys are thinking to tour. One of the basic places that you should definitely go to is the Lake Victoria, Zambia, in Zimbabwe. That place is basically heaven on earth. It's a beautiful place that you guys should definitely go to. The other place that I really personally recommend for you guys to check out is Virunga in Democratic Republic of Congo. It's one of the most visited places in the whole of Africa. The other thing that I really want to mention about touring is that touring is a one form to find ourselves, because we as an Africans, we are interconnected, we are interdependent, and touring helps us to find something that really will help us become a full person. And it's a means to share our values, our norms, and at the same time our own ideologies, and at the same time share others' ideology and all those things to our life. So it's a mean to make our life more interesting. And as I've said earlier, we can start with the things that we have in this current situation that we are living, from our community, from our environment. We can start touring even from the places that we are at currently. So that's the thing that I want to say. The other thing that really determines a Pan-Africanism lifestyle is language, okay? So language is language is everything, because it's a way to express ourselves, our ideas, our thoughts, what we think, what we don't think, what we like and not like, basically everything. So language is a way to ourselves to really communicate. It's a means of communicating. But it's not only a means of communicating. It's where someone's character, history, culture, but most importantly, it's where someone's identity is found. Language is a really powerful thing. And the most spoken language in whole Africa is Zulu language, which has around 100 to 150 million speakers, which is a very lot of speakers. The other thing that I really want to mention that makes us Africans or Pan-Africanism lifestyle is our mindset. So mindset is everything. We operate in the set things that we have. The way we eat, the way we walk, our daily life things and our routines, it's all part of our mindsets. So we Africans have our own set mindsets. So mindsets as an African is a set beliefs that we have as an Africans. For example, let me give you some few examples that I really enjoy. In some part of Africa, pointing your fingers is really offending. You don't do that. It's like they get mad angry, because it's a sign of disrespect and threat. And in some part of the world, it might not be. And at the same time, Respecting is really mandatory in African mindset or in African lifestyle. Respecting is something that you don't have a choice for. You have to respect. Other set beliefs that we have as an Africans, some of them came by a reason, through specific reasons, and some of them was just things that the society has been doing for very long years, that we Africans just accepted the way it is. So I hope you guys had got some useful informations, and I hope you guys have been discussing all those African mindsets and what you really believe Pan-African lifestyle should be. Let us know your comments and ideas on what topic we should be talking next on the video below, and make sure to share us what kind of Pan-Africanism lifestyle we should be having on our short SMS 6121, and I'll be back at you with another topic, with another episode. Till then, goodbye.